I'll just sit for hours and hours kind of speaking gibberish until some things are like, oh, that's something, and then I'll write that down, and I'll be like, okay, maybe that has something to do with a story I could tell, and then I'll still keep singing gibberish, but now I have sort of a seed of a theme, maybe. I wrote a song the day John Prine died, and I wrote it on piano, which is, I don't know how to play piano. But he had such a profound effect on me. I just got to see him live a few times, and I think he's a true master. Just so inspiring, and the way that he played live he was so present, and his humor was just emanating naturally. He wrote Angel from Montgomery. He wrote it from the perspective of a woman, and when Jason Isbell was eulogizing him in Rolling Stone, he said when he first heard that song, he was like, I know John Prine, he ain't no woman. Like, that song's bullshit, he's not a woman. But then later on down, he listened to it more and more, and he understood it. So I wanted to sort of write this about a woman. Loosely. In the darkness you saw your imagination. You saw fireflies dancing in your head. You drew pictures on the walls of forever. You walked around waking up the dead. The story always begins behind a curtain where the stars fall in a bottomless sky. The vast nothing, they thought of something and put the stars right there in your eyes. Oh, you can fly if you're not afraid of falling. So when you fall, don't be afraid at all. Oh, you can live, but you know you're gonna be dying. So when you give, you gotta give your all. There's street lamps that flicker on the plaza. There's suffering in every living room. There's belly laughs out there on the fringes. There's a little child staring up at the moon. Ah, she grows so fast they have to take pictures, but she'll remember only the things that will last. All the trials, the triumphs and tribulations, all the failures, the lovers and the laughs. Oh, you can fly if you're not afraid of falling. So when you fall, don't be afraid at all. Oh, you can live, but you know you're gonna be dying. So when you give, you gotta give your all. Ah, there's good times on the other side of the window. There's miracles everywhere you look. There's a band somewhere playing hallelujah. There's a poet writing in her book. There's a couple in their bedroom discussing all the things that could be hard to say. You're either a deer in the headlights, or you're the light and the dark all the way. Oh, you can fly if you're not afraid of falling. So when you fall, don't be afraid at all. Or you can live, but you know you're gonna be dying. So when you give, you gotta give your all.
On Daniel's latest album.
Yeah. Kind of loosely about someone, a woman, but there was a character in there and I wanted to have her be a woman. Ode to John Prine.
The analyst in me has to interject something. So
the 1 to the 3 minor is like the big emotional chord change. Puff the magic dragon.
Oh, shit.
Check it out. I see skies of blue, clouds of white. Who's gonna wear their shoes? Who's gonna stand that tall? Those songs that like there's certain you talked about it, like the mathematical equation of the feeling. There's a thing to it, like, so like, you know, the analyst can, again, I'm bringing it back again to the craft. Inspiration can get you to the same place, but like knowing the patterns and knowing something about the craft of it can also like help you get to where you're going.
Nice.
Not to detract from the originality of that song, because he's so good, he makes it stand alone. Like I had no association with those other songs at all. But as he was going, I'm noticing like, whoa, like he found that little thing, that little emotional mathematical thing from the 1 to the minor 3. That's just one of them, you know.